Good afternoon, it's Mike Cousins here from docSAFE. Today's presentation is to show you the new layout and design of our very latest version of the desktop. I have it in front of me here. You'll notice that the basic elements are still the same as they were in the previous version. So we've got the three main areas of docSAFE: company options, which is where you manage all the internal workings, setup, etc. Your clients, which is the most active day-to-day area that you'll spend your time in. This is where you access your clients' accounts, upload documents, etc. And the reports section, which is where you run all the numerous management reports that we've got to find out activities of your clients, who signed what, chasers, etc., etc. The general idea of the new version is there's a lot less clutter and fewer buttons to access. You'll also notice there's a lot more white space. So if we click on the client section, and if we compare this to the previous version, which I'll bring up in a moment, here we go, this is the previous version, you'll notice that clearly the newer version, which I have here, is much easier on the eye. And you'll also notice a lot of the buttons are now hidden behind drop-down menus. So if you look at the top, you'll see the quick search button. And instead of that being three buttons in themselves, we can now have a cascade, and you can choose before you do your search. Now this general theme goes through the whole of docSAFE. If we now go further into a client, you'll see how the screen layout is much more improved. A lot cleaner, and you'll also notice there's less buttons. Again, a cascading menu here where you can upload documents, request form fills, and do all your functionality within one cascade. This continues to flow through docSAFE. If we were to choose, for example, to upload a document, I'll choose to upload a document into accounts, and you'll see how the layout is much more appealing. It's easier to read, a lot more white space, and you can do all the same functions as you used to be able to do with dragging and dropping files, choosing them through Explorer. You'll also notice some new functions which we will go into in tutorial detail in later videos, but there's now some viewing options where you can click directly to a document rather than have to log in, and we also have an option for two-point authentication using your phone. If we now go back to a file itself, if I find one in here, you'll see how the layout has changed. So we've still got the thumbnail on the left. Again, the cascading menus now rather than lots of buttons. So you can still view the history and do all your functionality here. There's a lot more clean space around, and it seems to fit the screen a lot more easily. You'll also find that the navigation through docSAFE is much simpler as well. There's some neat little icons up here where you can simply go back up to clients. You can go to your home folders over here, and if you want to create new folders, it's fairly intuitive where you just press the plus sign for a new folder. At any time you can click the docSAFE icon to go back to the home page, and here we'll just quickly skirt through the other two areas of docSAFE. You've got the company options, which are all laid out now neatly on one page with all the options along the top. And if we go back to reports, they're fairly easy also. We have a nice easy to use print button, and all the report variations are along the top. So this is the new layout. Hopefully you like it. Stay tuned for the latest videos that will be coming out showing you the new functions that we've added. Those will be, and I'll show you very briefly here in order. Firstly, we have a new function called dynamic forms where you can create your own documents that can be edited within docSAFE. We also have two new viewing options, one where you can toggle to go directly to the document, so when a client receives an email they have no longer the need to log in, the link will take them directly to a document, or you can choose to use a higher level of security where a text message is sent to the client's phone with a specific entry code. So they don't need a password, just their email address and their phone. We've also now extended the multiple business group option. Previously, you had to exist in one or another business group. You could never exist in more than one. But now, when you create a client, you can mix and match as many business groups as you wish to belong to. So it's much easier to isolate staff to specific client groups. And finally, we've added another function where you can now truly make a folder private only by clicking that staff can't access it. That folder then becomes locked to the client only, and no staff within the firm can access any information. So it is truly a private folder for the client. So stay tuned and watch the next series of videos to find out more about this additional functionality. Thanks and good day.